This is Eugene Brown's story. A man who will soon be released after 17 years, spent behind bars. Despite the long-awaited release, he does not feel joy. On the contrary, he is overwhelmed with anxiety. Returning to a society where he has almost no friends and connections scares him. However, one of the close friends with whom Eugene befriended in prison tells him that he needs to live not only for himself, but also for those who will never get out of here. This friend, with whom they often played chess, gives Eugene a handmade figure of the king, so that he remembers him. Take care of the king. The rest will be added. With these words, Eugene takes a step into a new world, with the determination to start everything from scratch and not repeat old mistakes. A friend asks him if he will not return to street life, but Eugene is already different. All he wants is an opportunity to work and get a normal life back. One of the first steps is to find an honest job, but the former prisoner is not in a hurry to be trusted. No one wants to hire him. Returning home with a sense of defeat, he looks at the figure of the king, a reminder that you can't give up. In addition, Eugene dreams of restoring relations with his daughter, Catherine, but their meeting turns out to be difficult. There is a lot of anger and disappointment in it. Catherine bitterly reports that her son, Mark, is now in a correctional institution for minors. He was caught for selling drugs, which she despicably calls magic powder. This news falls on Eugene with a weight of guilt and pain. On the same night, Eugene enters an old bar, where he meets friends from the past. They exchange smiles and sit down to talk. Eugene, still looking for a job, asks if he has any options. A friend offers to give him a car from his garage and promises to sign a word for him for the position of a tech worker at a senior school, Mount Alton. Eugene is grateful. He is also interested in Perry, a former partner in crime. He learns that, after his arrest, Perry has risen and now controls all the local illegal activity. The next day, brought to despair, Eugene lies in an interview, hiding his criminal past. The deception works. He is taken by a cleaner to a local school. On the same day, Perry appears. He is glad to see Eugene and offers him help, money, a job, women, anything. But Eugene is indifferent to this. He is no longer the one. Perry boasts that now he is the boss in these parts and can arrange a sweet life for him. But Eugene clearly makes it clear he will not return to the past. The next day at school, a teacher teaches a lesson. She sits at the table, and the students make noise, dare and riot. When she notices how one of the students is holding something that looks like grass, she grabs it and demands an explanation. Clifton, the most troublesome of all, calls the rest of his best clients and begins to mock her. He tries to scare her when she threatens to send him to the principal. But after a portion of humiliation, she leaves the class forever. Soon the principal comes into the class and sees complete chaos. This is not a lesson at all. The students are making noise and doing frankly illegal. She tells them to sit still until there is a replacement. Leaving, the principal notices Eugene cleaning the corridor, hesitates, but decides. Let him look after the class. Soon after that, Eugene is officially appointed a temporary supervisor of this class. The principal warns the students. If they make noise, she will find out about everything. As soon as she leaves, everything returns to the same mess. At first, Eugene is silent, but when Clifton tries to pressure him, he does not retreat. His calmness and firmness quickly make the class listen. When the principal returns, she is impressed with how he coped and offers him a permanent position as a supervisor. Eugene agrees with joy. Over time, he notices that the students lack the direction of the goal. Then he decides to teach them chess, a game in which patience, strategy, and decision-making are important. At first, the idea causes laughter, especially for Clifton. One of the students, Pinot, calls Eugene to a card game. Eugene offers a deal. If Pinot wins, the students do whatever they want in class. If Eugene wins, they learn to play chess. Pinot agrees and loses. This is how their journey to the world of chess begins, albeit with great reluctance. The same day after school, Clifton and his friend Taim are sitting in the car. Clifton now has a gun. his cousin gave him a ride. He persuades Taim to rob, promising that this will change their lives. Taim is scared and anxious, especially because of how Clifton behaves. Clifton tells him not to build illusions. He has no choice. This is a way out of poverty, but Taim still doubts. He clearly looks at everything deeper than Clifton expects. Despite Clifton's skepticism about chess, Eugene manages to find an approach. He compares chess to his real life, explaining that being a pawn in the drug business means being a bargaining chip for the king. Like Perry, Eugene persuades him not to trade his life for the one who will not move a finger for him. Clifton still does not believe that you can change and refuses to join. Then Eugene says directly, if you want a street life, go for it. And if you want to change, a chessboard, and let's go. Clifton leaves, but his words hurt other students. They decide to give chess a chance. During one of the games, Peanut makes a bad move. Taim notices that he should have played differently. Eugene notices this and offers Taim to play himself, but he wavers, saying that chess is stupid, and goes to Clifton. After playing Taim, Clifton and Peanut go home. Peanut asks Eugene to give him a lift, but they prefer to walk, so as not to get in Eugene's car. As a result, Eugene takes Peanut away, and on the way he shows where Taim lives. Eugene sees Taim's mother, a dependent woman who cannot take care of her son, and his heart shrinks. How hard it is for children in this area. Later, Eugene visits his son, Mark, in a special institution. But the meeting turns into a disaster. Mark is cold, full of rage. He shouts, calls the guards, and refuses to let his father into his life. Crushed, Eugene returns to his quiet, lonely reality. In the following days, he goes with his head to prepare the students for the upcoming chess tournament. Many feel unprepared, but Eugene insists, only by taking risks, they will understand what they are really capable of. Taim stands out especially. He has a natural talent, but he is still associated with Clifton and their dark affairs, not daring to fully surrender to the game and its philosophy. Later, Clifton comes to Perry and gives back the money for a week. It is completely worthless. Perry is dissatisfied. What happened to the volumes? Clifton excuses himself for interfering with the sales. He started like no one else, like Eugene, his old friend. He breaks down the process right in class. Hearing this, Perry begins to build plans, as if to screw up Eugene, so that he would fail, give up, and return to the criminal world, but already in the role of a subordinate. Meanwhile, in class, the students continue to study chess. Eugene loses patience, seeing how Peanut makes senseless moves again. He gets irritated, breaks down. Then Taim, tired of listening, gets up and says he will play instead of Peanut and fight with an experienced player. The game begins. Eugene is delighted. Taim's moves amaze, reveal his mind and perversity. At the end, Taim puts a mat and humiliates his opponent. When he gets up, Eugene asks where he can do it. But Taim only shrugs, like it's just a stupid game. The same evening, on the basketball court, Taim talks to Peanut. He shares a plan. With Clifton, they want to make a deal and cut a lot of money. Everything is taken. The case is profitable. He calls Peanut with him. He agrees. He hopes that this way, he will be able to break out of the ghetto and facilitate the way to a better life. While Eugene is trying to inspire the students, the school principal receives an anonymous tip. In the past, he participated in the bank robbery. Because of this, Eugene is immediately fired. It's a blow to him. Thinking about his life, he compares it with a chess game. He did not calculate the moves. He lost too much. In irritation, he tells Peanut that chess lessons are cancelled. Peanut is deeply saddened. Convinced that Perry is behind the denunciation, Eugene goes to him. Perry admits that he arranged everything, but immediately tries to manipulate. He offers money like it's a service. After all, now Eugene can return to his previous life again, but he refuses the bribe. He firmly stands on his own. There is no way back. Despite everything, Eugene finds strength in himself to move on. He returns to the students and persuades Peanut to continue his lessons. Showing him trust, he makes Peanut the president of a new chess club. and gives him a wooden figure, the same one from a friend from prison. Together they find an abandoned house to turn it into a public chess club. The building is in a deplorable state, but the rental fee is low, so everything is real. Eugene shares the project with Catherine, hoping to prove that he has seriously decided to change. And now he wants to help other young guys who, like him, once lost their way. Soon, Eugene Penot and several loyal students do not bow their heads and put the abandoned house in order, turning it into a full-fledged chess club. However, Clifton continues to pull Tahima back, persuading him to participate in another deal with banned substances. According to the plan, Penot was supposed to stay in the car, but he is afraid to be alone. Then Clifton suddenly offers to swap places, put Tahima in the car, and take Penot with him. It seems risky to Tahima. He does not trust the situation and quietly tells Penot to be on guard and take care of himself. But everything goes out of control. Shots are fired, and Penot.
That's it for today. I'm Movie Bro. Hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments what movie I should break down next.